Over the last more than couple of years, it's become apparent to me that Vancouver's current mayor, Ken Sim, is yet another example and more proof that power doesn't corrupt but rather reveals. For the last less than 3 years, Ken Sim has been making decisions and enacting policies which hurt the people who live in Vancouver, especially those who don't have a lot of socioeconomic advantages. In fact, Sim has, quite clearly, favored millionaires, billionaires, land developers, and everyone else who is sitting on huge piles of money while the majority of people struggle just to survive. During Sim's time as mayor of Vancouver, he and his party, A Better City, ABC, have, among other things, scrapped plans to increase the empty homes tax while giving $2.4 million to developers, brought police back into schools, going so far as to invite members of the Black community to bring their concerns about it to City Hall, but only after the decision had been made. A situation much like ancient Rome, in which people, wealthy men actually, were allowed to vote, but only after the representatives had already been elected. And Sim had the audacity to ask how the Black community had their voices taken away. Sim wouldn't let Councillor Laura Christensen attend a party meeting remotely, even though she had a very young baby and thus was on maternity leave. Since he became mayor, and because of that, chair of the police board, at least a couple of women on the board have resigned from their positions thereon, and to this day engages in backroom deals and secret meetings, and makes decisions, most of which benefit the wealthy, without, at minimum, putting them to a public referendum to see what the people of Vancouver want. For instance, in December 2023, Sim announced he wanted to abolish Vancouver's democratically elected park board. Yes, without giving the public a chance to vote on it. Recently, he stated he wants to push pause on further construction of supportive housing, particularly in Vancouver's downtown east side, and to, in his words, integrate the downtown east side into the rest of Vancouver, which means he wants to gentrify the downtown east side. But then again, during his mayoral campaign, Sim stated he wants to run Vancouver like a business, and since becoming mayor of Vancouver, that he wants to bring Vancouver's swagger back. Just in case no one knows, the definition of swagger is verb, to walk or behave in a very confident and typically arrogant and aggressive way, and noun, a very confident and typically arrogant or aggressive gait or manner. As Raymond Tomlin put it on his blog, Van Ramblings, think that jerk on the beach in the too small swimsuit who believes he's God's gift to women, who moves with a near drunken stagger, on the prowl for a victim of his all too visible misogyny and disdain for women, a man who is lacking in fidelity of purpose, and a little man devoid of empathy and humanity. In terms of swagger, I don't want to live in a city like that. Confidence is fine, but not when it tramples on the disadvantaged and vulnerable. Robert A. Caro, author of The Power Broker, stated that power doesn't corrupt, it reveals. And when you have enough power to do what you always wanted to do, then you see what the guy always wanted to do. We're seeing what Ken Sim always wanted to do because, as someone in a position of power, as mayor of Vancouver, he's doing it. From what I've seen of what Sim has done so far during his time as mayor, he is clearly an egomaniac who can't and refuses to see past the tip of his own nose. He has made it crystal clear that he believes what benefits him benefits those around him, even if what benefits him actually hurts others. I can make this judgment just from what I've seen Sim do as mayor of Vancouver. At present, Ken Sim is behaving as if the rules don't apply to him, hurting people in the process. Thankfully, mayor of any city is an elected position, so if the people of Vancouver choose, we can vote Sim out of the mayor's office next October. One thing is certain, though. Ken Sim has proved during his time as mayor that, as Robert Greene Ingersoll once said, most people can bear adversity, but if you want to know what a man really is, give him power.